All right, Bren, this is just a couple of ideas regarding Kruger. Um, for a number of reasons, I don't think the way you're doing it is going to work. It's going to be hard to get off the ground because you're requiring people to come up and start creating projects. So when people come for first, there's none there, so they won't put some done. So you can't get the critical mass, like chicken and egg situation here. You need to get hundreds on it before hundreds will start using it. Um, so um, I have another idea. What you could look to do is, for me, with all I've heard from you talking, um, what makes Random Joe so come to this website is the idea that you're doing local film and you'll have it properly categorized. So I'll know the films in Leash, or I'll know all the mummy films made from fucking in Ireland, or whatever the case may be is. Uh, so if I were you, what I would do is um, just concentrate on making that project page look really good, but don't try and link it to Buddy Press. If you're trying to link it to Buddy Press, it's going to be it's a social media thing you're trying to create, and it's built like a social media tool as opposed to built as a showcase. To build it as a showcase, I would suggest we can adapt very easily. It's in its capabilities, adapt the actual directory. This is the directory we're going to recall it something, but now you can have it placed on a nice map. You can group them together. You can color code things. You can do things like this. Their story map kind of thing is. Now, what I would do is you spend a couple of months, log 100 to 200 videos from around the country to get the ball rolling. Then people come to the site, they go, there's something interesting here. What you then do is you open up the forum and have a forum for every county in the country. Okay. This Now, what this means is you can go in and start posing questions and get people talking. So you will be continually talking to these people. So basically, if I'm interested in film and Leash, I come up onto the site and go, geez, there's something happening around Leash. I want to log in and have a look. Now, a subcategory of a forum is called a topic. Okay, so you can create any number of topics inside a forum. So what I do is have your main forum for all of Leash, you'd say, but every time you identify a new film, what's done is you create a new topic for it. Now you'd be the masters for that a while, but over time you could have new admins and blah blah. Like exactly, slowly pull yourself out of it as time goes by if you wished. So each thing has its own topic. Now manually you might need to put in that feed from the topic below the directory setting, but it's far easier to just do that manually every single time for the near future anyway. Consider this like Paul when he was doing Feed Me. Like he was doing a lot of that kind of stuff manually, but at least you get a really, really engaging showcase. Now, if you look at Web 2 directory plugin, so if you go look Web 2 directory, is the one we have in the Crewger site at the moment. The two links here worth a look. Basically, we can customize it so there's a different icon color for all the different types of movies, and we can have them placed over a map, and we can do all sorts of things. So just go down to this thing here, and you'll see some of the different styles that you can have regarding things. So this means, yes, we do have a forum, but it's just a straight up Buddy forum. So it's literally out of the box Buddy Press forum and topics. There's at present, a new website is created every time a new group is created. It had to be done that way to try and get the functionality you want. It's just clunky. It's going to get it's there's a lot of maintenance going to be involved in something that is that customized. But it's straight up Buddy Press forum. Now, over time, of course, you could allow people then to create films and do their own thing, kind of thing, is have their own stuff for that. That's no problem. But to get you up and going, I think the best option is to do the county stuff. Yeah, and it's basically a load of customization things around this. So you can have any number of maps. You can have the map zoomed into Leash. You can have a profile page for Leash if you want and just pull out the stuff that's in Leash. You can do stuff for different categories. You can have different admins. You can proper search category. It's just basically going to look sexy showcase. That is the key for me. The sexy showcase, properly categorized of Irish film. And that's basically my idea. And the profile can stay, the members can stay, the blog can stay, the galleries kind of pulled down from the other thing. Yes, doing like that would be It'd keep it clean, I think. It would mean you have to go put up a good bit of content to get the ball rolling, but at least then you have people, a reason for people to join. One being the films, and two being there's a discussion forum on my thing. Regarding the name, um, uh, I'd probably draw you back to the idea of whoever it is that Halo have recently converted their name to My Taxi. One reason, as simple as possible. There's no point if it requires explaining it all. You've lost the battle. Now, unless you have £1,000,000 to go spend on advertising, which you don't. The beauty of the e-town thing, the e-crash thing is people get it straight away. Now, I know you might like this idea, but I go for something stupidly simple like um, filmfriends.ie. Okay, so basically, people who are interested in films, they can come to this site. So Film Friends, or else Local Film, or something like that, or Video Local, or. But I nearly go for Film Friends. Actually, the one I settled on best. It just ticks boxes in a few ways. The friends thing kind of gets in as the social media thing. It's obviously about films, and the .e you get to Ireland. I think is now the name might change in future, but yeah, I don't know. That's anyway. That's my ideas at the moment.